Hello and welcome to It's Not So Lonely at the Top podcast. This is a podcast for business leaders and business owners just like you. We're going to be sharing top tips on how to develop yourself personally and professionally. I'm going to be sharing updated podcasts on a regular basis, so please do make sure you subscribe, and I really hope you enjoy today's podcast. What if everything you've been told about success is a lie? What about if you believed that externally referenced goals were really what mattered rather than what mattered inside of you? There's lots and lots of myths around what success is, that it's money, that it's from working harder, and that it's what others think of you. Success isn't those things necessarily. It's around making sure we know what success looks like for us. It's about knowing internally what we want to achieve from the work we do. And this is where I help my clients that I coach. I think it's really important, and you're just watching this, you can reflect on exactly what matters most to you. Is it actually what your neighbour thinks? Is it about what car you're pulling up in at home? Is it about those things that are outside of you that you can't control? Because one of the things I always say to the leaders that I work with, what their team think of them isn't actually any of their business. What they think about, what their partners think about them, what I always get us to focus on is what's most important internally to us. What is it that we want to portray? What is it that we want to project that's most important about who and what we are and what we do? And I reflect that it's those things that I think are vital to us as leaders, as business owners, and as entrepreneurs. So society sells us this dream that ultimately success is about other people. It's not necessarily about what we do. They make us think that we need to, and that's ultimately about us being marketed to, right? Ultimately, marketing is about making us feel like there's something, we need this external validation to, because there's something wrong with us or there's something that we don't have, so we need to buy it. That's essentially what marketing is. And as business people, we're used to that, right? Because we try and drive a wedge between our clients, what they have and what they need, and that we can provide that and we can fill that gap. Well, ultimately, if we are really focused on what other people think or see about us, the clothes we wear, the cars we drive, the external success of the business that we operate, that's all for me a bit of a myth of what success really looks like. I think those things are really important, and I'm not saying we shouldn't value profitability and the financial side of a business. I think it's really important that we have those things, but it's not the be all and end all of success. I think what's really important and gets lost along the way is us really understanding what success means intrinsically for us. Because once we know what that is, we can reduce the chances of us burning out. We can and increase our resilience because we realize what's most important and that we're most aligned with internally. Now, some people, you might be listening to this and watching and going, oh, do you know what? Actually, money is what's really important to me. But money is only really energy. Money is only something that we can exchange for something else. So whether that be food or an experience or our houses or our investments or whatever it may be, ultimately money is just, money makes us more of what we already are. So what's really important is knowing what we already are and what's important to us and what success looks like. So I've got a few questions for you to reflect on from today's podcast that I want you to take away, like homework, I suppose, for you to take away and think about. The first question is, what does success look like for you right now? Hi, my name's Pete, and I want to thank you for tuning into today's podcast. I'm a coach, speaker, and author. And if you want to take your personal development that bit further, Did you know that I offer a mastermind program as well as one-to-one coaching? If you're interested, please do reach out on peterushmer.com. Okay. What does success look like for you right now? Whether you pause the podcast, whether you write it down, whether you make a list. But I want you to really think about what does success look like. And just think about whether that's externally referenced or whether it's internally referenced. And I talked about that in a previous podcast, but I really want you to think about what success is looking like for you right now. That's the first question. And then the second is, whose definition am I living? Okay. Whose definition of success are you living? Have you really thought about what it means for you, or are you living someone else's definition of success? What you get told by social media, or what you get told by your peers or your partner or whoever that may be. Are you living their definition of what success is? Have a real good think about that. And then the third question, which is an interesting one, is what would I do if I already had enough? If I already had and was enough, would I be doing what I'm doing today or not? And I find that a really critical question that I'll ask my coaching clients. What would you do if you already had enough? Okay. So really think about that. Pause the podcast, take some space and have a think about what your answers are to those three questions. And just reflect on how important to you are those externally referenced goals. How important is it to you that you please other people, that they're happy with you, that you don't disappoint them, and that they're proud of you or impressed by what you do? Because a lot of the actions we take are really around impressing other people and making them happy. And actually, they're not serving us as individuals. And this isn't about selfishness. It's not about just focusing on what pleases us, because I think there's a balanced approach. There's a balanced approach to success where we achieve success for ourselves and for us as individuals, but we also are able then to support other people and help them achieve success for themselves. But over time, what I think is success ultimately evolves over time. It's like seasons, right? So you have spring. So you have this period of time which is about growth. Okay. It's like growing, developing, nurturing. Success looks like the progress you're making, the things you're learning, the things and skill sets that you're developing over time. And then there's like this summer period where we really enjoy the fruits of our labor. Okay. So we've done all of the growth, and actually in the summer, you know, there's like the experience of all of the things that we've grown into and the experience of all of the stuff that we're doing. And then in autumn, it's about harvesting and making sure that we absolutely capitalize on all of the good work we've done through the growth and through the delivery of summer and through the things we're doing. And we just harvest all of that potential. And then winter is around resetting and starting again. Okay. Winter is about taking stock of the development, the work we've done, and the harvest that we've done, and resetting and rethinking about what's going to come next. What does the next phase of growth and development look like? And I think that's a continual process flowing through these 4 seasons. And one of the things that will happen is during that period of time is your outlook on success will evolve over time as well. So I think it's important that you think about, what does it mean to you right now? So I'll just reiterate those 3 questions to you. What does success look like for me right now? Okay. Maybe we're in the winter phase. Maybe the phase is now to look at where's the next growth opportunity coming from. The second is, whose definition of success am I living? And the third is, what would I do if I already had enough? If I'd already harvested enough, particularly for the winter, particularly if I was enough right now, and I didn't actually need so much to maintain happiness or my own internally referenced happiness, what would I be doing? And I think that's a really valuable reflection. And do remember that there's those 4 seasons for us to focus on. Make sure that we understand that actually what success did look like may not be what success looks like now for us. I hope you found this interesting. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on a future episode. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on today's It's Not So Lonely at the Top podcast. We really hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. I'm absolutely delighted that you took the time to listen, and I really hope that you'll subscribe to ensure that you receive future episodes too. If you want to find out any more, please do search It's Not So Lonely at the Top podcast, and you'll find it on your favourite podcast app. Thank you.